Hello, hello. We are going to go over some business development. I'm just getting things rolling over here on my end. So, international business development. That's what we're doing today. We're going to be working with people in China, Asia, actually. I guess just Asia development today. Okay, so I think my goal is, let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Hello, Lyra.
Hello.
I'm recording. So I just went live.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Okay.
have some ideas. That Excel spreadsheet that we put together, I want to change a few of our things to get it ready for China, and then we're going to give it to some China assistants, and we're going to talk about the pricing to have a China assistant work for us.
Okay.
Now, I don't think that your China assistants speak one word of English. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, so
She could speak a few, but no, she's still learning.
I'm going to go. You can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going into education. I'm going into rates for our services, and I'm gonna pull up that copy. That's the one you're working out of, right? The one that says copy.
Yes.
Okay, so you sound like you're crunching on some snow over there. Be mindful of whatever's going on your microphone.
Oh, yeah. Let me plug in my headphones. Hang on a second.
All right, well, I'm renaming this to Chinese tuition. Going into it. It's asking me to sign in over here. All right, so we're going to clean up this little Excel sheet and get it ready for China.
Yay.
Okay, so I want you to go in here and change this stuff to Chinese.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, actually, if you can change everything, the word hours to Chinese, class time to Chinese, study time, the smile method, yeah, whatever, just make it all Chinese.
Okay.
So this is my goal. We're going to spend a little bit of time on this. We're going to talk to, um, do you feel like do you have anybody today that you would be ready to hire to do sales, doing outreach to parents? So if we gave
Yes, I
them,
do.
okay, if we gave them one sheet that told about our services, that we're a literacy company, all of that. And then we gave them this Excel sheet, and then we gave them a list of Chinese people that they could call and email and hashtag to, then do you feel that you have people that would do that on our platform?
I think so. I think she need a little bit of training, but
Yeah, I'm
I
I'm
don't
not
think the
saying.
training.
I just mean, do we have someone that we could start that training, and then they could get started even tomorrow? Train them today, start tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
Do you like that idea?
Yeah.
So they're going to be speaking 100% Chinese. I'm not expecting this person to know one word of English, but they're going to be
Correct.
selling English lessons, and they're going to be selling the STEAM
Yes.
lessons. Um, and then on the other end of the spectrum, I want us to bring some of the Filipinas on to service these people. I don't want you to be the service provider. I want you to be the manager of this. Okay?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you have your Chinese assistant that is getting you clients, and then on the other end, you're training the people how to you're training the Filipinas how to be the service provider.
Okay.
And then you can decide case by case if they're going to go to you or if they're going to go to somebody on the Filipina team. And your long-term goal should be to replace yourself completely with the Filipina team.
Okay.
You're just too expensive for me to sit in front of a computer and play with kids. I'd rather you have 20, 20 people doing that, 50 people doing that, and you're managing them.
Okay.
You sound very hesitant. I don't know why the hesitation's there. This is business. I don't know why there's hesitation with it. Speak your
I don't
mind.
have any hesitation. Um, I'm just not sure like how many leads that how do the assistant, where does she go find leads?
Well, I'm going to help with
Um,
that. I'm
yeah.
I'm going to create
Okay.
I'm
That
going
would
to
be
create a
great.
recipe. So just don't have hesitation. Speak out loud about what you don't understand, and this is my job to make sure this all works. But you are
Okay.
the centerpiece of my strategy to pull it all together. You're the only one I have that speaks
Okay.
English and Chinese. You're the only one I have that understands what the kids need on learning the English because you've done it before. You're the only one that has the confidence that you know that we can train these Filipinos to do this. It's going to be easy. And you have the
Yes.
confidence to train your assistant to understand our program. I don't expect them to be amazing at sales. I don't expect them to know how to even get sales. But what I do need them to do is after I put a person in front of them, they need to be able to talk for 20 minutes about what we're doing and share this little spreadsheet and then get a yes or no answer. That's really it. And if it's a yes answer, they're going to forward them on to you. If it's a no answer, okay, cool, hang up and we talk to the next person. But I'm the one that's going to be generating the Chinese leads.
Okay, that would be great.
But what I need to have happen for that is I need you to translate this into Chinese, and I need you to bring one of those people onto our platform. And they need to
No problem.
completely be on the platform. And this is also going to be a performance-based job. So I can pay them for it, but I want to be frugal with this department until it starts making a good amount of money. So it would be nice if you bring people on that are passionate for what we do, that believe in us, and that can see the dream. That's more important than their skill set, because I can train them and I can grow
Okay.
this department towards successful, but I need people that are excited and aren't really going to slow me down psychologically.
Okay. That's very important.
So let's not waste time. Let's go quickly on this. I should be seeing little numbers up here changing already. I don't know why the words aren't already Chinese. This does not take long. You gotta move it. You gotta get this person on
Okay.
our platform. You gotta change the Chinese words. Like I'm waiting. Come on.
All right, let me go. Let me go to the link. Go up to the SharePoint web. No, the Excel sheet.
And then how about the person? Do you need to discuss that? Do you already know who you want to bring on? Do you need to discuss their salary? What do you want to do on that?
I know which people I want to bring on board. I do want to discuss like how do we manage like the payment for her after she finished the training, and then I think we need to decide on that.
Well, let's decide on it. What are your thoughts?
Okay.
Tell me how that whole industry works. I mean, I'm charging a good amount for the lessons. This is how I really see it. I can get the Filipinos working about $3 an hour, maybe $5 an hour if it's at a high end. So, if I have $60 an hour for this service, $5 of it is going out to the Filipino teachers, and then you have your
Okay.
sales crew. What rate do you think the sales crew is going to be?
I'm not sure how much it is for sales in China.
Well, it's
Let me
whoever
look
you're
it
going to
up.
train, and it's not sales, it's the people that we train. I'm not going on $5 an hour in Filipinas based upon what the rate is over there. I'm going based upon what I'm personally willing to pay. That's actually higher. I mean, we have people that I know could work for $1.80 an hour over there, but I'm willing to give 5 for somebody that it's going to take care of a lot of other issues if I give them about 5.
Right.
And I'll do some incentives with them for higher rates, but 5's a good starting point that can get people like Millette to be excited, and that's fine for me. So can you just
Okay.
ballpark it? I don't want you to want to research. We need to move crazy fast. You move too slow, and that's why I'm on the phone doing it with you instead of just saying, do this, this is your project, and get back to me when you're done. You need to move way faster than what your brain thinks is possible. So when I ask a number, give 10
Okay.
seconds and give the number. So I'm waiting 10 seconds.
Um, I'm not sure.
You are sure. Come on, man. I'm not sure
I'm
is not what
thinking
people say that
maybe
have success.
I'm thinking that maybe we could give her a base rate, a base, and then the rest of them would be like
Yeah, so
be
I
paid
hear
based
you.
on
I'm the one
commission.
that does all that business stuff, but give a number. Give a number. Throw a number out of your head right now for China. I don't know. I don't know that market.
Maybe um like
Come on.
okay, 1,000.
I'm waiting on you. So
Okay, so
if
how
you can't
about
do
like
this and if you can't be confident
150?
in it, then I have to get somebody else to do it. If you can't come up with a number in 10 seconds, this is a job for somebody else and not for you. So I can find other
Okay.
people that are
So
confident.
so how about like 150 as a base, and then the rest of them would be this is like a monthly salary, like 150 as a base, and then the rest of them would be paid based on commission.
Okay, and when you say 150, are you saying American dollars? What currency are we in?
American dollars.
Okay, so that takes you 10 seconds to do. I do business all over the world, and I can't sit here and just wait on numbers to come from people. You have to kick numbers out extremely fast and move way faster. And the longer you take time,
Okay.
like I don't hear your fingers clicking. Why are these why are these still not translated?
All right, let me change them right now.
So I don't like to micromanage, but I don't know this language. I'm going to micromanage until you get that done.
Okay.
So 150 as a base. Okay, well, since it looks like it's going to take you an hour to get this done, why don't you go ahead and tell those people that I will offer them a job 150 as a base, and then you say you want them to be on commission for the rest?
Yeah.
And what would the top be? Let's say they do amazing at sales all month long. What's their top end?
The top end.
What's their dream rate to hit? Is it $80,000? Is it $1,000? Is it $500? Just come on, take 10 seconds to throw a number out. You need to know the psychology of the
I
country.
really, I really don't understand this. I think I really need to do research on this
No, no, you
to make
don't.
sure.
No, there's no perfection in business. There's a number you have a now number. There's a now number in your head that's going to work to get out the door. And when you do research, you don't
Okay.
make money. You need your now number. You need your now chart. You need your now girl. When you don't work now, there's also
Okay.
not money now. I'm waiting on that number. What is the top end?
Maybe the top could be um like $1,000 US. Like the base plus the commission, the top could be like 1,000 US.
And where are you hiring from? What city?
Hainan, Hainan.
So the average wage is 70,000 RMB. So that's 10 grand a year. So yeah, you're saying about 1,000 a month. That's the
Yes.
average. Okay, so yeah,
I would say that's average.
well, I want to get it lower than that.
Okay.
An average salary of an urban worker that is just a hot property market proves, and you should be finishing that Excel sheet. I mean, you got one little cell done. I can learn an entire
Working on it.
international market in the time that it takes you to write 8 words in a Excel sheet. So this is saying that that's an expensive area of the country. I don't need to pay for somebody to live an amazing lifestyle on the beach. So,
Yes.
you're in a whole country, you know the whole language, and if I'm going to be the business developer and I'm going to sit here and undercut the prices and bring things down, find people in the mountains, and run all the logistics of how all that works, then that money goes to me. If you do that, though, that money goes to you. You become useful. If you give me numbers that save us money and not giving people inflated salaries, living on beaches, not really knowing business that well, then that's not very useful to us. It's not really going to give us the results that we need.
Okay. Understand what you're saying.
So this looks like it's a hot growing property. It's a little island.
I think it's this, huh? It is. I think it's an island.
Whoa, that zoomed out far. You don't even know?
Say it one more
You
time.
don't even know if it's an island?
I think it's an island. I'm just not sure.
Well, it looks like an island. I'd rather hire somebody Chengdu. Yeah, I mean, we're an international company. These people are going to be working from home on the internet, so I don't care where they are. They just have to have good internet.
Correct.
So the girl you were telling me about before that's enthusiastic, she's on that island? Or do you have somebody else in mind that's on that
Yeah,
island?
she is on the island.
And she's the only one you have in mind right now that you want to hire?
Yeah.
Okay. So bring her on. I'll offer her that rate. Um, and then at the same time, we're going to do some research, and that can even be part of her job to do research and find a well-developed city over there that has good internet, but still has cheap prices. Like maybe Shantou is a better option. Maybe that's going to be cheaper than Hanan.
I would say they are very similar, but
Yeah, I have no
Hainan
idea.
may be more.
I'm just I have no idea where it's going to be cheaper, but just doing business, when you hire people on beaches, they're usually pretty lazy. They usually don't have good internet. Like tsunamis come in, typhoons, knocks out the power. You just don't really see people doing high-end business that much right on the ocean.
Yeah, I understand what you said. She's being very proactive. So that's why I'm interested in like she'll make sure she's ready and she's not taking too much of my time.
Great. Well,
So
bring her
so
on.
far
I
she
need 10 of these. So once it gets up to 10 or 20 people, those little tiny dollars make a difference. Okay, so I found a photo. Let me send you this photo, and it gives the prices all across China. And
okay.
I want you to look at the market, and I want you to figure out of this entire market, based on this photo, which provinces you think are most appropriate for us to get into. Now, that can be your assistant's job. They can put out WeChat posts. Our WeChat account should be approved any day now. And I'll give
Okay.
you and her access to it. But essentially, that photo I just showed you, it shows all the different wages all across China, but it looks very outdated because it says the average monthly wage is 5,000 RMB, and what I just researched says the average right now is 10,000 RMB for
10,000
Beijing
RMB.
and Guangzhou.
Okay.
But regardless, even though those two might have grown really fast, this whole chart's probably still accurate on, like this Qingdao,
Yeah.
Luyang, Lanzhou, Huayang. So all of these down here at the bottom are probably still cheap. And I don't know if it
Yeah, I
matters
think
in your country if people have a weird accent, like maybe you can hear people from Qingdao sound funny. Their main purpose for us is to be on the phone, and I can't have people that sound redneck. I don't know if you have Chinese rednecks,
okay.
but we can't have Chinese redneck sales agents. Does that make
No
sense?
problem. Makes sense.
Okay, so for now you're going to give her 150, and then she's going to come on. The rest is going to be commission. If that's the case, I'm ready to hire her today, and let's start up this department.
Okay.
And then let's make a new chat group just for them. Don't talk to her privately. Talk to her in a group.
Okay.
It would be you adding her to a group. Maybe you have to have a third person in there.
I think I'm going to remove them. Remove the rest of the two girls in that group chat.
Which group chat are you talking about? You already have a group chat going?
Yeah, the Ignite Curiosity group chat on WeChat. I
Oh,
think
on
I wanna
WeChat.
only wanna keep her and Sammy in there, and then I'll remove the rest of the other two girls. I'll remove them.
All right, well, you have to wake up. It's 8 o'clock in the morning for you, and we have a lot to get done. For you to get 4 words finished over here on your little chart, it's just not good enough. You gotta move fast, Lyra.
Okay.
Time is money. Man, you go slow.
Okay.
Gotta figure out how I'm gonna advertise over there.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Sogu?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I heard about them. Say it one more time.
SOGOU. It says it's a search engine, I guess.
Yeah, I I guess it is a search engine. I don't really use it.
And Chihu 360.
Heard about it, but what do they do?
It's a search engine. SO.com. Heard of it?
Yes, I heard about it.
So I guess we need to set up our Weibo account. Am I pronouncing it right? Weibo?
Yes.
Fancy Tong. Have you heard of it?
Say one more time. It's hard to understand you when you speak Chinese.
Fancy Tong.
I have no idea.
Tao Xiao. How about that one? Yes? No? I'm asking so I
No. I
need to know if you've heard of this so we can create the right strategy for our marketing.
definitely Weibo and the WeChat. These are the 2 main channels.
Well, we're not going on your opinion. You haven't built multi-million-dollar companies out of China. We're going on the opinion of the masses for now, and then I'll
Okay.
bring on a marketing master for this in the future. Youku
Okay.
and Tudao.
Youku. That's for like music, right?
No idea. I mean, I'll make a commercial. I'll have it all in Chinese and say, "Do you want to learn English? Join now. Call this number." And it could just be a little music ad that goes out there. It says Tao Xiao is also Douyin, which is like TikTok. You done with your spreadsheet yet?
When merging cells, not yet. When merging cells, one cell can contain a value. Okay, I cannot merge you two, huh?
Chinese Coal, KOL. You heard of them?
Chinese. No. I think I might be familiar with them if you show me a screenshot of it or show me your screen. It's hard to understand when you say Chinese.
You have full access to my screen. I'm on screen share. I'm live right now.
I only see myself on my screen.
Well, don't know what to tell you about that. I'm live. Live doing a full screen share.
Really? I only see myself on your MS Teams. That's all I see.
Well, you need to focus on your spreadsheet anyway. My screen isn't your concern right now. It's going as fast as you can to get your spreadsheet done.
Right.
So you take a project that on your time would take 2 days and on my time would take 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because this stuff doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. It has to be done now. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Perfection doesn't make money. Perfection doesn't hold a business together.
Okay.
Right, so I feel very well researched now into Chinese media advertising. Took me all of 10 minutes to learn. They're quite conservative in their strategy. Like if I want to advertise on Baidu, I have to show $8,000 in our bank account. I don't know if that has to be a Chinese bank account.
They have that many requirements.
Yeah, well, not just Baidu, but a lot of them over there. Another of those
Really?
platforms, we have to give $1,000. Just it's kind of like the Twitter, whatever your Twitter is. Weibo.
Yeah, Weibo.
Weibo, I got to
Weibo's
pay
like a Twitter.
$1,000 if I want to advertise with them.
Right.
What about QQ?
Say one more time.
QQ?
QQ? Yeah. What about it?
Is it a platform that I can advertise on?
Yes, you can. Everybody has a QQ, just like every American has a Facebook.
QQ. I'm QQ. Saw that I'm American, so it switched me over to another page. Still looks very Chinese. I don't know why they consider this their international page.
Oh, yeah.
Overcome language barriers with a better messenger. So if I talk to people on QQ instead of WeChat, then that works?
Most of the time people use QQ for work now. Used to be QQ was very popular. Now it just gets a lot less popular now because WeChat take over the market.
I see. Oh, we need to be on there though. When I can get assistance over there for $1,000 a month, then it's cheap enough to build this.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you hire the people, I got to figure out how to pay them too. Um, maybe I can pay you pay them. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. Does that make sense?
Yes. Maybe, yeah, you can pay me and I'll go pay them.
Go pay them. I don't like the sound of that. You will QQ them money or WeChat them money. You live in a very
WeChat the money.
so don't say this. I'm gonna go pay them. I've hired a lot of managers all over the world, and they try to act like their job's more important than it really is, and they literally will fly somewhere or drive somewhere to pay somebody just as an excuse, acting like they're
Oh,
a manager. Does that make sense?
no.
And that's
Yeah,
not
makes
what
sense.
your
That's
job
a
is.
waste of time. It's a waste of time.
Exciting. I'm learning Chinese marketing.
You think that's exciting?
Yeah, that's the biggest market in the world.
It is, huh?
Problem with learning advertising from other companies is they're usually trying to sell you crap. If they give you advice on how to market, nobody gives this advice unless they're selling you crap. And then once you know how to market, you don't really share it with other people. You sell it to them. Okay, so I put a list together. Let's see what you got finished. All right, make sure you don't touch the actual numbers, the money. Don't touch any of the money columns because those are all
Right.
dynamically ran.
Okay.
Can you message that girl and get her on the platform?
Okay.
What is her name? This is Feng Li.
Yeah, Li.
Can you help her sign up? She's not on here yet, right?
No, she's not on here.
Can you help her sign up so that her name is something like Feng Li?
Okay.
Is it like Phuon? Is that how you spell it?
Feng Feng Li.
Okay, so if that's her name, then that works for everybody to call her that on the platform.
All right.
Is that respectable for her to use that?
To use her Chinese name, yes, definitely it's respectful. Or she could pick an English name if she wants.
No, I don't want to do this weird. We picked weird names. Just you be the manager and keep it clean because we're in an international environment. I don't want squiggly lines because none of us are going to be able to talk to anybody that have a squiggly line as their name. Does it make
Right.
sense?
Makes sense.
So I want to have normal American characters, no Chinese characters. Use the Arabic language at
Okay.
all times. Um, when so if you're bridging over to the rest of the company, then make it Arabic characters. But when you're doing things just for
Okay.
China, then keep it like this. What you have on this spreadsheet.
Okay. No problem.
Also, it says Chinese yuan, renminbi. Don't change that. It dynamically
Okay.
needs to stay that word. And I think that people are going to know what that means anyway, right?
Yes.
Man, you're slow. Why is that form not done?
Because because you told me to contact the Chinese assistant, but
Oh
it's
my
almost there.
gosh. Hey, I put cool commercials up on my live view. I'm gonna switch to a commercial so people can see it. Check this out.
Yeah, I can see your screen. I only see that multi-communication. That's what I see. That's what I see. Let me take a screenshot for you.
Enhance your opportunities by joining us online at any stage in your career, whether you're a vibrant senior or you're a young student starting your journey into fun STEAM learning with LEGO machines, Disney Hour of Code, and Minecraft building. This is Ignite Curiosity, where you can build your career,
don't see my
life, finances, and your health by utilizing Hive Mentality on our
Not
Office
really.
365 cloud, where you will earn
I'm
workplace
sending
badges
you a
and Adobe
screenshot of
Creative
what I see on the
certifications
screen.
while
Like, on your
participating in
screen, that's
exciting
all I see right
internships
now.
in UX
And
research
it's not
and by
moving. I'm not
creating
sure
and
why.
communicating ideas, then giving group presentations while our mentors monitor your progress on your dashboard. With us, you'll become curious about science, focus, presentations, analytics, adventure, and academics, all while being
maybe
creative
let me
outdoors
join a meeting
and
again.
collaborating indoors on programming, state-of-the-art 3D printing, and graphical design with cinematic sound scores, music and audio production, and AAA video game development where you will build IQ, EQ, Well, AQ, just showing PQ,
E
and
Oh,
CQ
E
skills
everybody a little bit of our commercials.
with the evolving and free Curiosity community that is growing intellectually and measures your progress in business etiquette as well as futuristic grading methods that accurately score your impact and interactivity for all areas that you need for success, no matter. Okay, so team of 3 sales agents in China will use the following channels to find parents interested in literacy for their children. Okay, and then how else do we want to do that? Reading up about making phone calls to parents in China.
What's your question?
No question. I said I'm looking up about China phone calls to cold call people.
Okay.
Looks like there's a lot of robots that are calling people in China. Okay, so when you hire the person, we're going to be getting a relationship manager and a social media marketer.
Okay.
Well, the same person. They're going to be doing relationship management and social media marketing. So, some of our services that we're going to be offering. Man, it's hot in here.
Did you have a heater on?
I did last night. Yeah, it was cold. The services are outlined below. (8:50 p.m.) I don't know why that's in the Excel sheet.
Why it's on there? Strange.
Okay, so your sheet's looking pretty good. Are you done with it?
Almost. Just the last piece of it. Unit rate by commitment. What does commitment mean in Chinese?
Permanent. By solidifying. By... It's saying that how much it costs per unit based upon how long of a contract they're signing. By
Okay.
length, unit rates by length of contract, by length of term.
Okay.
Did you fix your screen sharing?
I can see your screen now. I can see your Google page. That's what I see right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
But is that what you're doing?
Yes. Okay, so we have the China form done. And then we have this one page done. Next, how will they pay? Is that girl married that you're gonna hire? You said she has
Yeah,
kids?
she has a 8 month old. Yeah, she has a baby.
Well, it'll be a good job when she's a young mom.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to do from home. She won't be on a schedule with us. She can come on whenever she wants.
Right. Yeah, her baby is only 8 months old, still very young.
So how will they pay us? Now that's what I gotta figure out. Oh, 2011. Why does Google even keep stupid articles from 10 freaking years ago? It's retarded. Okay, so just verify what I'm reading here. Um, I don't like when I read
Okay.
stuff out of China, when it's written in English by some English dude about China. I just get skeptical. So, anyway, they're saying that they require a large upfront payment from China people because it instills a sense of trust and confidence in your company. I mean, that's the case all over the world, but is that more emphasized in China than you would say in other places?
Like when you're doing what though?
Well, they're going to be buying English lessons. Should we make them pay everything up front, or is it okay to have them do monthly payments?
It's okay to make them pay monthly if they want. But I doubt like big organizations would do that. Like I would say only those small like businesses would make you like, okay, you can put like this down payment right now and then you can pay the rest like when you have money or like yeah, monthly payment. But
So you think the big companies make them pay everything at once?
I would say they have two options. One option is you pay like all at once um and then if you wanna do like um monthly payment, then there are you can put a down payment and then
Come
there might
on,
be a
spit it
higher
out
like if
quickly.
you want to pay monthly, there might be it just more like
All right,
it just
listen.
have
I have
the
about
interest
I
rate.
have about 200 questions to go over, okay? So, if you're going to tell me
Okay.
a whole novel for each question, we'll never get through them. So, let's try this
All
again.
right.
Do I have people pay all up front or can I do monthly payments with them? Which one? Or both? Quickly.
Both.
All right, done. Next question. Thank you.
You're
Provide the
welcome.
required documentation. Safe. The conversion is subject to SAFE, State Administration and Foreign Exchange. Okay, so I guess I can't let money leave China illegally. To get bank approval to pay you in a convertible currency, China counterpart must go through its foreign exchange bank to have RMB converted to a convertible currency. Okay. Well, this looks like it's more for bigger business. if I'm doing business to business sales, what I'm reading right now. Account for Chinese taxes. We have seen tax amounts ranging from 10% all the way to 40%. All right, so I don't need to read that. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so I asked you these questions a long time ago, but I need the answers again. Union pay, is that the main way people are paying if they're using a
Yes.
credit card? Like moms that are going to be at home that are going to pay for our education services, do you think it's mainly going to be union pay?
I would say mainly WeChat Pay and or Alipay. It's just a lot more convenient that you don't need to swipe card. You just need to press and scan the QR code.
But that's in person. We're not doing stuff in person. Press and scan. So
Well,
you're saying we should have a QR code on our site and then they scan for those?
yeah, and then they scan and make payment for that.
Okay. Have you heard of Sitcon?
Say one more time.
CITCON. Sitcon.
No.
So if I have QR codes and I put them on a sales page, so they talk to the sales agent, they talk to Fungly, she sells them on a project, and then how do we give them the QR code for them to pay? Do we send it to them in a WeChat chat? Do
So
we
it's like
email it
a
to them?
picture.
I know exactly what a QR code is.
Um,
I'm asking the user experience, the psychology that's going to make them feel like this is very professional. How do we go, how do we give them their exact QR code?
um, we can just send them the picture of it, the
Yeah,
picture
but
of the QR
how?
code
Do we
in the
email it?
chat
Do we send them the picture
in
inside of
WeChat,
WeChat?
inside of WeChat, just like when you chat
So you'd be
and on.
chatting, and then you send a photo of a QR code, and then they hit a button inside of WeChat that will scan that code.
Yes.
And if I make that for $3,000, then they're going to be cool seeing a little picture on their phone, and then just plop, $3,000 gone. They're cool with that.
Yeah, yeah, cool. I mean,
Uh,
10,000 people do that all the time. Like Alipay, WeChat Pay, they press the QR code and then extract the QR code. That code will bring them to a link and then just boom, 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 money. Okay, here's for you. Bye.
so how do we prevent our sales agents from putting that money in their pocket with their own QR codes?
Good question. I would
So
say
business is
we
easy
will
for
let
me.
the sales.
Business is easy, but preventing retards in business from trying to screw me over, that's really that's where it gets tricky in business.
How about we let them talk to the customers in a group chat? I mean, that group chat is very small. I can even remove Sammy in the group chat. And we change that into like
But
customer.
yeah, and you're going to just have random QR codes that people are going to be clicking on in there? That sounds chaotic.
That's a lot of business they do. They just they I mean they will ask about the question. They'll ask questions about the course, and then when and you just put the picture in the group chat, and then they know what they need to do when they see the code. It's like
Yeah,
it's
but
like when
okay, well, what
it's
would
like
VIP Kid
trick or
do? I hear you, but let's think bigger. What would a VIP Kid do?
I would say they make them to the company. They will make a trip to the company to let them pay. I would say that's what they do because they
No
have.
way. No way. They do not go to the company. They have thousands of parents all over the whole country. They're not making all those parents go to the headquarters. No way. And then how do you
How
pay
do they do?
Chinese Telecom? Like, how do you pay that bill?
I just paid by on my Bank of China account. There is like
It's
a
direct.
entry for
Okay,
me to,
well, let's do
yeah.
something else.
So
Um,
maybe we could set up a mini program inside of our WeChat account and they could make a payment there. Like, we can set up a WeChat store because I think for us we are
okay.
with our
Well, no, we're not going to be able to use WeChat Pay. They said I have to be based in China to even get access to WeChat Pay.
WeChat Pay. How about Alipay? I mean, if you trust me, you can use my QR code.
You mean for it going? Well, you have that business now, so can it run through your business?
Yes, we can.
Do you have a bank account for your business?
Not yet. So we can work toward
Well,
getting a bank account for
it's
this.
not about me trusting you. It's about this is your department. This is for you. I have my own stuff. This is a crazy market I'm getting into. And yeah,
Well, I
if
would
you make
say,
$1 million with this, great. That's awesome. Go for it. If you help a lot of parents and children over there learn English, awesome. It's not about trust. It's about energy flow. I don't trust Feng Li. She doesn't have an interest overall, and once I put a parent in front of her that's going to put down $5,000, it's It's very easier for her to just plop in her little QR code instead of our QR code. And
Right.
then she could leave.
So, yeah. Um, well, maybe we could set up a
I would
like
prefer
for
actually,
the
okay,
for
I'd prefer your business accepting money in this for the first year or two so that we can get an official WeChat pay.
right.
So once we get approved, we might not get an actual store. Is that how that works?
Say it one more time. Like an actual store.
Yeah. I think my account's still going over.
So I think my business could set up a WeChat account by itself, but I want to use the Dao Learning WeChat account as for like broadcasting and like spreading information, but I want to use my business account to set up a WeChat store, and people they could just pay their services, the educational services in that WeChat store, so that way nobody is able to steal money away from us.
Okay,
It goes
so
directly to us.
let me just put this in my own words. So we have the official account that has all the branded material getting people excited. And then you also have your official account. Now, if it's not an official account, you're going to need. Can you put a store on a personal account?
I think I can. I can definitely do that.
Well, look right now. Let's
Okay.
WeChat store. Well, anyway, what I was going to say is we have our official brand and we say, learn literacy, do this, do that, and hire a Dao Learning coach. And then we have various coaches that they can hire from, and you can be one of those coaches. And then you have your own WeChat account, your own WeChat store, and you can even put a badge on your profile saying Dao Learning approved. Like a certified Dao Learning coach. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then you can have your own store, and Feng Li can go out and advertise, and then you can share your QR code. And for MVP1, that's great, that works. Once it starts bringing in a good amount of money, we can transition it to where it goes through the official channels.
Okay, it says personal WeChat account is able to open up a WeChat store.
Okay, so how about we do that?
Okay.
And I already gave a list of the various services inside of OneNote. English lessons, STEAM lessons, tutoring, Focus Hive lessons.
Where can I find the notes?
Well, I'm on a screen share right now, so instead of asking questions, you can look at my screen. You can see the title that's on my screen. Then you can use your own OneNote and find that.
Okay. Let me
Let's not
leave
yell into the
the
phone.
chat and then
Let's
come.
keep your tone very even through the whole talk. Learn to keep the very even tone.
Well, let me disconnect my VPN and then I'll come back. And that might be why it affected the screen sharing experience.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm not preventing that. Go for it. All right, well, we are headed out.